Good morning, everyone. This is Mike O'Malley here with the Hurricane Outlook and discussion for November 8th, 2022, around 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We have a lot to talk about today, including Tropical Storm Nicole now gaining intensity, likely to become a hurricane as it approaches Florida. So let's go and jump straight into everything. Taking a wide look across the tropical Atlantic this morning, we noticed that we have two systems out there, but the main focal point of this video is going to be subtropical storm Nicole, now well on its way to becoming a full tropical storm. And this will be moving westward over the next day or so as it begins to impact the Bahamas and the Florida Peninsula. And this is going to bring a wide range of impacts, not only to Florida, but also to portions of the southeast U.S. and potentially also up there around the mid-Atlantic states and the northeast. Taking a zoomed in look here at Nicole this morning, we notice how there is more centralized convection with this system today as it begins to take its turn towards the west and maybe even southwest a little bit. And so with this more centralized convection, this helps to build a little bit of an inner core structure, and this will help to intensify our system even further and consolidate the circulation down to a more tight-knit area where it can then intensify a little bit quicker and potentially into a hurricane. For that reason, we do have hurricane watches for the Florida Peninsula and hurricane warnings for the Bahamas. Taking a look at the watch warning map, first of all, in the yellow colors, this indicates tropical storm watches that have been issued for most of the Central Florida Peninsula and portions of the Florida Panhandle. And in blue, we have tropical storm warnings along the coast and portions of the inland areas. And then the pinkish colors, these are hurricane watches. We have tropical storm warnings all the way up to portions of the South Carolina coastline, as this could bring tropical storm conditions to a wide area. So it's important to focus on the impacts and not exactly the track. Now, in terms of where this system is going to go, we're taking a look here at the GFS 500 millibar heights here. So we're going to look at what's steering the storm. We got a ridge of high pressure steering the storm westward for several days. That's not going to change. But eventually, this is going to get entangled with the trough of low pressure that's located off to the top left of your screen. That's going to be sliding eastward over the next couple of days, forcing our storm to turn back towards the north and east. It could take a couple of tracks more, so it could hug the coast, or it could head inland a little bit further. Either way, there's going to be some very significant impacts heading for portions of the northeastern United States, as well as a heavy rain event sets up. Looking at the high resolution guidance, this is taking a look here at the precipitation field. We notice how the storm is going to be spiraling inwards over the next couple of days, moving westward, eventually taking that turn towards the north and west. Now, here's a look at where this thing could make landfall. We're thinking probably somewhere around Melbourne, Palm Bay, Vero Beach, those areas, maybe even all the way up to Rockledge and Titusville. We could see that storm making landfall sometime late tomorrow night into early Thursday morning, continuing on the day Thursday across portions of the Orlando metro. Now, in terms of the intensity, we're looking here at the wind gust forecast, also coming off of our high resolution computer guidance. Now, again, this is not the best for intensity, so I do caution a little bit with the use of this intensity forecast. Do not take this verbatim. But with that being said, I do think this could be a little bit stronger than what is currently forecast by NHC. And we're looking here at the landfall point sometime again within the next day or so. And we could see 82 mile per hour gusts here close to portions of eastern Orange County as this system rolls through, about near 80 miles per hour near Melbourne, 50 on the backside of that, 49 near Orlando as the system rolls through. And then looking onwards as the system rolls closer to the Orlando area, we could see upwards of 60 or 70 mile per hour wind gust here close to the Orlando metro, still dealing with battering winds over 60 miles per hour along the coast, even as this makes landfall. 55 up there near Ocala, 35 all the way up there closer towards Tallahassee, 30 near 40 mile per hour gust near Tampa. Again, these could be a little bit higher, but something interesting. Now, of course, I will be chasing this system as well. As many of you may know, I do cover these systems out there in the field, so I will be leaving my home office here in Orlando sometime early tomorrow morning, and my destination is probably going to be around Melbourne through about Vero Beach for the moment. We'll see what the latest forecast and models continue to show as they run throughout today. But each one of these little kind of blue flags here, these are where I could end up being. These are my chase locations for the Florida East Coast. So if you're over that way and you want to stop by, say hi, just let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to be chasing. Of course, this will be live streamed just like the Hurricane Ian chase. So if you want to follow in, that stream will begin tomorrow morning as soon as I am leaving and on the road. All right. So with that being said, I do hope you have a great rest of your morning and early afternoon. Of course, I am Michael O'Malley, and I'll be talking to you guys again some more later today.